Okay, so Mask Monday, a few people responded and gave me a bunch of suggestions, and I decided I'd tell a little bit about myself this time. So I am going to get started first applying the mask. And somebody so kindly reminded me that this is probably going to hurt because it's a peel-off mask. But let's get to the real reason we're here. Mask Monday. Okay, I don't have the proper tools, so I'm doing it old school. I'm just going to wipe it on my face. It says to put it on and not get it on your hairline or your eyebrows or your lips, all that kind of junk. So we're just going to have at it. Oh, stuff stinks. Just saying, stinks. Ugh. And it's a little bit sticky. Next time I'm going to get the little tool so I don't have to get it all over my fingers, I think. The Mets. Oops. Don't put it in your hairline, they say. I'm sure that would not feel good. All right, well, as I'm doing this and then it's drying for 10 minutes before I peel it off, I need to wash my hands. Otherwise I can't show you what I was going to show you. So excuse me for a moment. Let's get to it. So, Jennifer. I was born Jennifer Jo Block. But many people remember me and know me as Jennifer Caping before I was married. My stepdad adopted me, and my brother, in the 80s, that was my mom's second husband. But I've always maintained a really closeness to my biological father, my dad, who I've always called my dad. And so I thought I'd share a little bit about my family and some just fun pictures. So I'm going to start with a picture of my parents and I. And these were a few years ago. My mom's probably going to kill me for showing this. This is a picture of my mother. This is my mom, Sue. And that's my son that she's with when I went to visit her in Florida at the beach. And so that's her. And then here's me and my father. This picture was from 97. So that was a few years back. I was about 21-ish, no, I was older than 21. 22. Anyways, that's me and my father. That's my dad. His name is Michael. So my mom's name is Sue. My dad's name is Michael. And I have a brother who is my biological brother from both parents, and that's me and him. That was at his wedding day. That's Christopher and me. And roughly the same time period, around the 22, 23 years old. Anyways, so I grew up in a few different places. I was in Arizona, Minnesota, Florida, lived in California, and now Texas. So I've kind of made my rounds, but I have some fond memories of my youth, my early to my teens, to my adult age and beyond. And so I've got a few pictures I'm going to show. I'm going to go back to my other siblings. I have a half brother and sister, and she might kill me for showing this picture, but she's my sister and she's awesome. Create Beauty Daily with Fallon. If you ever go check her out, she makes some incredible quilts, like beautiful, beautiful quilts and purses, just so talented. And this is her graduation in Florida when I went to go visit at the college there. Yes, Fallon, that was you. Oh, so many years ago. And then this is my brother. He's the special needs. He doesn't look like this much anymore. He's much older and a lot thinner and has hardly any hair on his head, poor kid. But that's my brother Buck. Anyways, that was Buckwheat. So those are my siblings and my parents. But like I said, I have both parents of mine were married before, and so I've got another stepmom and some stepsisters and brothers from my dad. I've got a stepdad who adopted me and my brother, and then I have another stepmother that my dad is currently married to with two other stepbrother and sister, and then my mom's current husband, Roger, who we're his children. So, yeah. And I have one son, that's my child, and I have 4 stepchildren. I have 2 stepdaughters, Adrian and Annette, and I have 2 stepsons, Raphael and Robert. And then my son, his name is Boston, and I don't think I've really shown any pictures, but I only have pictures from when he was a little one to share today. And partly because I came across them and they're kind of cute. My son's father is a professional photographer, and so he's been with the camera ever since since he was a little boy. And so one of my favorite pictures of all times he took for me on his 2nd birthday, and it's that one right there, and he blew it up and put it on a canvas as well for Mother's Day. And then because my son likes to take pictures, his name is Boston, and Boston after the band, not the city. Just saying, just in case you didn't know. Anyways, he was such a cute little towhead, blonde as can be. And so this was a trip to the zoo in Santa Barbara, California, and I had taken some pictures of him. They have this little, it's a giant like dinosaur eggs thing. Anyways, that little play area, and there's a tortoise, and he was so cute in these eggs, like he was being hatched out thing. And then just at one of the exhibits. But because he loves, when he was little, didn't mind getting his picture taken, but he also liked to take pictures himself. So I let him take a picture of me, and this was the picture he took. Not too bad for a little, probably but 2 years old there, maybe 3. But anyways, he was a lot of fun when he was little, just super funny kid. And he's growing up and he's 20 and doing his own thing. He's a professional soccer player, and you can check him out on Instagram if you look up Boston Jade. I'll try and remember and put all the links down below to his Instagram as well. My sister's is in the description down below as well. You can always go check her out. But love him to pieces, and he's super talented at street soccer, pana soccer, which a lot of people don't understand what it is. It's like, I always say it's like the Harlem Globetrotters of soccer, because it is just crazy cool watching them work. Anyways, and I wanted to share another picture. I have both my grandmas passed away several years ago, and I came across this one picture of my grandma Block. That's my biological father's mother, and yeah, that's me when I was skinny, like so many years ago. Anyways, but I like this picture. of us together. It's kind of fun. Anyways, so some other things about me. I'm artistic. I like to paint. I like to draw. I have lots of poetry. I make music. I write my own music periodically, and I haven't done it for a long time, but you never know. I go through cycles where I'll do something artistic and one avenue might be creative and crafty, and then I'll move to something else. And that's why I also have a lot of the baking and cooking, because it's creativity, and I like being creative. So in one way or another, that's what I do, and that's why it's a variety, because I have a lot of different things I like to do, and I don't always do it at that time. I have different seasons and how I express myself. So that's why I thought it'd be fun to do this video as well. So I think next time I might show some pictures of my husband and my stepchildren and their cute families, because 3 of them have children of their own. Robert is the youngest son, and he is not, he doesn't have any children yet as well, and my son doesn't either. So, and he better not for a little while. I mean, he could, but I mean, he's 20, but I hope he waits a little while. So anyways, so that's a little bit about me, and I'm still waiting on my mask to dry. Some things from my youth, you guys probably don't know, but I also love sports and grew up ice skating, and a lot of my friends from my early childhood in Minnesota, they themselves either continue to ice skate or their children do, and a couple of them are just really talented children in ice skating. So it's kind of been fun reconnecting with them on like Facebook and Instagram, and watching and seeing what their kids are doing. It's quite amazing. So love the ability to be able to see some of these people and how they've grown into adults and their children and different things. So for me, all those memories that I have and the things that I've done is just, I'm fortunate in so many different ways, and blessed and glad I'm still here, because I've had my share of stupid things throughout my teenage and early 20s, you know, making bad choices of, you know, working crazy hours and going to school, not getting a lot of sleep, and driving, those, you know, kind of dumb things that you think you're kind of invincible. And fortunately, I've never had anything real bad happen to me. I've never broken any bones major. I think I probably maybe like a toe or something like that, but nothing major. So I've been very fortunate. And there's a lot of things I like to do, and my husband and I, we are, for those of you that don't know what it is, we're Messianic Jews. We follow the scripture. We study on Saturdays, so I'll never do anything on Saturdays. We don't work, we don't do anything. We follow the Torah in terms of what it says in scripture, but we read the entire Bible from the beginning to, you know, your Genesis to Revelation. So for us, we do a lot of things with that. My husband actually does teaching online as well. He has his own YouTube channel, Word of the Watchman, which he teaches or shares messages that come to him that he likes to share. And so from a scriptural sense, and basically it's trying to move like the Hebrew roots movement, where you learn things from a different perspective than the traditional Greek and English Western idealism. So it's a little different, but so that's something that's about me as well. And we are observant in the sense of Friday evening at sundown. We don't do any work. We don't go shopping or do anything that would be breaking the Sabbath. And then We don't, and that goes on till sundown on Saturday, and then after that we get back to regular daily activities. And and neither of us grew up like this. This is something we've kind of fallen into as an adult. But anyways, so that's something else about us that you probably don't know. And I really enjoy it. For me, it's the studying and learning the word a little bit more in depth, which has been a great thing to me. Some other things, you all know that I like gardens and animals, and my Aunt Jean, we like to shop. I love thrift stores. Thrift store shopping is all my second stepmom, Luann. Yeah, she used to take me to thrift stores and find stuff, and also swap meets in Goleta, California. And so I got into doing it because of her. It's all her fault. Previously to that, I never stepped foot into a thrift store and didn't know what it was. And I tell you what, I have found some fun stuff at thrift stores and also estate sales. So I really like antiques, and one of these days I'll show you some of my really cool antique pieces that I have in my house that I've inherited or I've purchased myself, because I do have quite a few things that I've inherited from both sides of my families, with my grandma and grandpa block to my grandma and grandpa Prettyman, which is my mom's side of the family. So we have, and that's a whole nother story too. The Prettyman family has such a very fun history. I could give you a history lesson on the Prettymans, which goes back to King Henry, I believe it's the 4th. Jean's Junk, you can verify with me if my mom isn't watching this, but we have a very colorful history on that side, and it is so funny kind of looking back at it, but still pretty cool. Anyway, so, well, I feel like it's starting to want to peel off, so it still feels a little wet though. And we're hitting the 20 mark. So my little girl's right here. Hey, Tirza. I'm trying to let my thing go. Goodness. Ooh, good night. It's still wet on my forehead. Yeah. So anyways, I hope everybody's having a fantastic Monday, Mask Monday. And this is pre-recorded. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Yes, I look so cute as I'm starting to peel. This is crazy. It's not so bad. And, it's not that bad. It doesn't really hurt. People say it hurts, but it's not too bad. I guess I don't know. I look like an alien. It's still a little wet on those places, but anywho, we gotta get this stuff to dry all the way, otherwise I won't be peeling anything off. Well, I think that almost wraps it up. It's been 20 minutes, and I think I'll just go ahead and say thanks again for watching, and thanks for letting me join you guys' Monday family with the Mask Mondays, and I look forward to hearing from everybody, and feel free to leave a comment below. And again, till next time, bye!